What's going on, everybody? I have a quick question, and I'm not going to be on here long. I rarely do videos like this anymore. It's been a while. But I just have a question to these Islamic terrorists running around our country waving these fucking flags around, talking about they're going to create America in their image. You know, specifically stated by mamDUMMY himself. The question I have is, how do you think this is going to go? And this is a real question, by the way. This is a real question because you do realize you live in our country, right? You do realize you live in our neighborhoods. Your kids go to our kids' schools. Some of you live right across the hall from us. The next house over. We see your kids running around in the parks and the backyards every day. Have y'all not seen what happens when New York City turns up? When they get crazy in the streets? You do understand that, one, mamDUMMY cannot do anything in this country. He will change nothing in this country. Yeah, he would cause some issues. People are going to get pissed off, and you guys are going to be targeted for it. But you do know he's not going to be around forever, regardless of the situation, if he's mayor or not. Right? You do understand that. And you do understand that we are going to be around forever. What are you going to do when you're not safe to go into your own apartment, onto your own house? Because you guys are labeled domestic terrorists all over the city and in the U.S. We see your women walking around every day with their scarves around their heads and all that. We see them every day. Walking their kids to school in strollers. Never with a man. It's funny you guys got so much shit to say in the street, waving your flags, but I never see you walking with your woman or taking your kids to school. But for some reason you think that you are going to dominate us in America. You got to be out of your fucking mind. I'm going to end it like this. Since there's not many people that's even doing it. Because I'm addressing the situation directly. That's how I am. Once again, the question is, how do you think this is going to go? Do you think that people here in America are going to kneel to your beliefs? You think waving your flag is going to change anything? And I hope you don't think you're instilling fear, because one thing that's for certain, the only reason why you can do that freely is because you live in a free country, right? Thanks to our Constitution, which you fucks had nothing to do with on any level. The American people, right? We the people. Bill of Rights, our Constitution, right? So, aside from anything that has to do with your country, I'm talking about the people, or your people in general. I'm talking about the people who are out here pushing this narrative that you're gonna make everything this Islamic Allah shit. That's not going to happen. And then what are you going to do once again when this mamDUMMY is gone? He's not going to take you with him. What do you think? He has some big ass train that when he's done and run up out of here, that he has a train for you all to get onto and go to safety. He doesn't. You're going to have to find some way to then deal with the shit that you stirred up here in this country. Because where are you going to go? You live in our neighborhoods. You better think very carefully on how you think that you're going to try to intimidate or oppress people in this country. Because it's going to go very bad for you. So I'm not going any further than that. These are questions, by the way. These are just questions. You know? Actually, I'm asking for a friend. You know? Somebody asked me a couple of questions. I was like, let me see what they think about it online. That's a good question, though. What are you going to do when mamDUMMY's gone? What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? This cornball was on 42nd somewhere talking about the law. For some reason, they know when to do it because they're paid activists. They know when to do it. They never do it where they know they're going to get their asses kicked. They strategically set up these little protests somewhere where they know they're safe, protected by our police, because freedom of speech, right? In our country, which allows you to say the shit that you said. That, only Allah and all that, right? Remember so, but there are people like me that if you said something like that in my presence, it's not going to go good for you. You're going to need a lot of police presence, and you're going to need some detail. You're going to need security. Because if you're telling me that you're going to make everyone praise Allah and Akbar and all that, you're done. It's crazy. I'm all over the city. I'm all over Manhattan sometimes, Bronx, in between Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. But I don't see that. So I'm saying the question is, what are you going to do when mamDUMMY is gone? Because we're still going to be here. What are you going to do?